All right, good evening. All right, this is Delvin.
And this is Knowledge Base KT. How are you guys doing?
All right, this is our first week on YouTube. All right, the format of this show, we're gonna have 5 questions. And each question, we're gonna answer in 5 minutes. Okay, we'll be dealing with a number of subject matters. We're gonna talk about politics. We're gonna talk about religion. We're going to talk about sports. You're very good at that.
Yes, indeed.
Actually, sex and religion. We're going to talk about that.
Yes,
too.
nothing will be taboo on this program. We'll give it to you.
We're going to talk about entertainment. So we're going to also feature a lot of young artists. So if you're a young artist and you want us to feature your music, all right, send us your song along with your bio, and we will feature your all their songs, and we'll critique it and let you know how good they are, or just give you a little bit of exposure.
And we're gonna give it to you straight. Flush it or pump it. It doesn't matter. We'll do it for you.
Yeah, we'll give you our honest opinion. So we're gonna start the show right now. So that is just an overview of what we're about and what we're gonna do. So, again, this is Delvin and this is
Knowledge Base KT.
Alright, the first question we're going to pose to our brother here, Mr. Knowledge Base. Alright, what will it take for Jamaica to make it back to the World Cup of soccer?
Well, that's an interesting question you got there, Delvin. It's been since 98 that we made it to the World Cup. We have sort of been lukewarm, if you want to call it that. We have the athletes, we have all the players to get to the World Cup. What will it take? It will take a little bit of luck. That's all it takes. Right now we have the players, both young and players that are in the pipeline. We have many players that are in the United States. Probably I would say about 50 players that are in the lower leagues in the United States that are very good players. And these are Jamaican born players. I'll tell you, Jamaican-born players. So what we need is an even distribution of Jamaican players, Jamaican-born and bred, that are international players, and players that these players will be supplemented by players from the UK. But there has to be an even keel mix. And by that, what I mean is that we need maybe the 3 best players from UK and the players that we have in Jamaica. And we don't even need an overseas based coach, and we basically have regular games. It will take a little bit of financial, I guess we have to pump some more money in the program, but we have the athletes in a nutshell to actually make it over. What's your position on this?
No, I mean, those are very valid points you got there, but are there international standard ballers?
Every Jamaican plays an international standard player. Well, listen, we have the great Luton Shelton. Recently retired, but he's coming back. He's only 30 years old, all-time leading scorer for Jamaica. Okay? We have Darren Mattox.
So, Luton Shelton is an international footballer?
Yes, indeed.
Caliber footballer?
Yes, indeed.
Where is he playing?
Right now, he's playing at Harborview.
That's an international standard football?
In my opinion, yes.
No, garbage.
Right now, because I don't speak from a source of garbage, or shit, as you might call it. Nothing in sense here. What is happening is that our local league, called the National Premier League, I'm going to plug it for a second, Red Stripe Premier League. There's nothing wrong with our league. JJ, they call him Jeremy Johnson. He had played in England since 1999, has an illustrious career, I might add.
Yesterday's news.
Yesterday's news.
Okay, go ahead.
But right now, he's dominating that league, and he reported to us that this league is as tough as the German Bundesliga.
So everybody in that league are international players then?
No, I did not say that.
So what are you saying then? Like,
what I'm saying is that
players can take us to the World Cup in that league?
Some of these
No,
players.
garbage again. What you must understand is this. Jamaican bred footballers don't exist anymore in Jamaica.
What does that mean? Exactly.
If they're playing in Jamaica, they don't qualify to represent us. The players that...
Pardon me?
No, they don't.
if they're playing in Jamaica, they're not qualified to represent us?
No.
So what you're saying is that if these people hold a Jamaican passport and can play football, they can't play for Jamaica. What are you saying?
No,
I don't understand.
If they're good players, they wouldn't be playing in Jamaica.
Oh, so what you're saying is that there's not a bias against the Jamaican players as it relates to getting into the different markets, because everybody, even in England, they put up these draconian rules that we can't get into their leagues anymore.
No, but what you must understand is this: talent is talent. These professional clubs know talent.
Yes.
And they scout all over the world. So if the talent were there, then they would already be in England.
Hold on a second. There's a young man called Chippy Bailey, right now, who got sold from Genk.
Not bred in Jamaica.
Well, he's a Jamaican player that played in our local leagues in Jamaica and went overseas and matured his talent. Yeah. He's a Jamaican. He's cut from cassava piece.
One of few.
Well, you know, we can agree to disagree, but let's move on.
All right, next subject. We're going to get back to that another day, so it's not done yet, but that's 5 minutes already. All right, the second question to you, Mr. Knowledge Base.
Yes.
Bob Marley's music, has anyone lived up to his legacy? And that includes his kids, you know.
Listen to me. Bob Marley, Jamaican artists are way past Bob Marley. But what it is that Bob Marley, as a person, as a human being, is bigger than the music. So it is very hard to compare yourself to Bob Marley. But musically, people like Sizzla Kalonji, even his son, Ziggy Marley, Love Is My Religion, have gone to places within this world and have brought the music of reggae music way beyond what Bob Marley aspired to do as it relates to capturing that American market. Ziggy has that. Ziggy has won over 6 Grammy Awards. Yes, it might be biased because his wife is on the panel, but that's another show. That is another show. But Ziggy is still a good artist. All his brothers probably way exceeds Bob Marley musical acumens. But as it relates to Bob Marley's image and what Bob Marley stands for outside the music, nobody in Jamaica put up themselves as a revolutionary to take on the struggles that permeate in the black society and particular Jamaican society. So to answer your question directly, musically there have been artists that have exceeded Bob Marley, and they might not be getting the numbers as it relates to sales, and that is a prejudice that is out there, and that's a story for another day. We can't really get into that, but let me hear your position.
Yeah, I believe you are 100% correct. This is where you and I agree with the music. Talent is talent. When you see talent coming out of Jamaica musically, great artists. You and I think the best music that came from Jamaica was in 2005.
I agree.
On a broad base, hits after hits after hits, talent after talent after talent. These artists, they're not dead. They are alive.
And well,
yes. So, and they have done the work, and they have traveled the world. The problem is, the music has went backwards since then. The standard of music went backwards. But it can rise again. The legacy is not done because you've got artists that goes to places in the world that Bob Marley never been. Music and reggae music is all over the globe. So the elevation of the music will go on. Not because Bob Marley gone mean the music is dead. But the message in the music has to continue.
Definitely, I agree with that. And with that said, there's one thing I'll give to Bob Marley that these artists nowadays are not doing, is that Bob Marley has brought other people into music, like the soldiers and that German man there. What's his name?
Scratch Perry?
No, not Lee Scratch Perry, man. There's a white gentleman over in Friendly Man. Is that his name?
Friendly Man?
Yeah, something like that. Big sales over in Europe there. But beyond the point, what I'm saying is that there are other people in the music that are not of
Oh, you mean gentleman?
Gentleman, yes,
okay,
not friendly.
okay,
There was a friendly man, you know. There was a Canadian friendly man.
Yeah, he was really
very friendly. I am not really subscribing to the friendliness of
So what
men,
you're saying that because of Bob Marley inspiration, the music has gotten worldwide, where now artists over the world has now gravitate to dancehall music.
Dancehall and reggae music.
But that could be killing our local music too.
Well, you see, what I see is that you have to bring in these people of the lighter hue into our music. But these people of the lighter hue have to realize that they can't take our music and not put into our music. It's our music. And we are of the opinion that we'd like to share the music, but you have to give back to the music. And another topic we'll probably have to discuss at a future time is that why is it that we haven't had any global superstar that has promoted our music and have brought more artists on the front line in our music?
I think they've pirated the music, but
that's
we'll
a story
talk
for
about that another time. All right. So, Mr. Knowledge Base,
yes, sir.
Our next question. What do you think of Kathleen Wynne? She's the premier of Ontario here, where we live. Her ratings has slipped to 12%. Can she recover?
Well, when they have a colloquial saying, we say, what did the morning can't come good at evening. In English for the people in Canada, that means that her goose is cooked. She's gone. She's dead. She's not coming back. I'm sorry. She's a walking dead. All right, let's get serious now.
Yes.
Delvin. What it is that these liberals, I think you're one of them.
No, sorry about that. I don't mean to burst your bubbles. I'm not a liberal thinker.
You're not a liberal thinker, you're underground liberal?
No, I'm conservative.
Okay, you are a liberal.
No, I'm not a liberal, I'm conservative.
Conservative to who? Conservative to the liberals?
No, I'm conservative.
Oh, you're conservative that you're conservative to the liberals. You're hiding that you're a liberal.
No, I'm a part of the conservative movement.
Interesting. Well, anyhow, well, it's not about you, it's about Kathleen Wynne.
That's correct.
Let's go back to this lady. As it relates to Kathleen Wynne, put aside her personal views as to want to, she has an agenda. If you ask her directly, she'll tell you that she has that agenda. Alright? I don't care about her agenda. I don't care about her personal views and how she sees the world. What I care about is this province. Why? Because I live here. I've lived here for 20-something years.
Pay taxes?
I pay taxes.
Right.
Lots of taxes.
Yeah, we're tax
In fact, I owe some taxes this year. If you guys could help me out with this tax, I would really appreciate that. Anyhow, this lady now, what we need to do is to ensure that, Madam Premier, you need to step aside. In fact, your party needs to step aside. I believe that you've been in power for 12 plus years. You have lied to the people of this great province. You have conspired. You have used all the dirt tricks in the books. And it has finally got caught up to you with all your crony capitalism. You give it to your friends. Okay, yes, I am speaking because this show is not about being lily-livered. Right. If you understand that, what I mean. We're real.
Yeah, we're real.
You have given it to your friends. And now you have to pay the piper. And the piper is the people of Ontario. The power is now back in our hands. We are sick and tired of this. We are not going to give us 2 cents and 3 cents and you take the dollar. It's not going to happen anymore. We have finally wised up. And it took a little small thing for people to realize it. And people, some of them, they haven't realized exactly what is going on, but they feel it in their pockets. People that live in Northern Ontario have bills, they're hydro bills. Believe it, something as simple as a hydro bill. We live in Canada. It's very cold here, especially in Northern Ontario, and people are paying upwards of $10,000 for hydro. This is unbelievable. And then to add insult to injury, this woman, you've known the story. This woman is now saying, okay, and let me not say this woman, Madam Kathleen Wynne.
Yes.
No.
The Honorable Kathleen Wynne, because they have to show respect.
Yeah.
The Honorable Kathleen Wynne is now saying, okay, she's gonna give us some money. Oh, our money. Oh, you're gonna give us our money to play our own night show? Oh, thank you, Kathleen Wynne. No, I'm not gonna vote for you, and I will promote and go out there on the street. No one should vote for you and the Liberal Party. I don't care what persuasion you are, what sex you are, what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like people, I don't like you. Okay? And you guys have been oppressive to human beings. People. I don't care what persuasion you are. If you're against people, you're against my philosophy. I love people. Every type of people. Black, white, Chinese, purple, pink, blue, Marzian. It doesn't matter what type of people you are. I am a people person. And if you're oppressing people and taking from the rich and giving to the poor, or taking from less rich people and giving to more rich people, I'm against you. Your days are done.
I mean, I share when you're angry, you know what I mean? I can sense that coming from your heart. You really spoke
It's
from
not
your heart.
coming from my heart, it's coming from my sleeves. And my shirt, it's in my fiber. They call it your jeans. It's there.
Your pocket is feeling it.
Definitely.
My pocket is feeling it. Imagine the people who are just scraping by and paying their mortgage. Imagine the people who are just scraping by and paying their debt. We need another Mike Harris. Hopefully, Mr. Brown is another Mike Harris. Unfortunately...
Well, I'll interject there. If Mr. Brown is going to come with the same stupidity as the liberals have brought to us...
Cannot.
Listen to me.
Yeah,
They're all, you see, politics, me and poly me. Okay? There's no ticks in it, it's me. Okay? When these people decide that they are going to work for us, then I will respect these people. These people come into this thing with their self-interest and they shall leave. We need some people power.
I agree. On to the next question. Yes, Mr. Knowledge Base. On to the next question.
Yes, sir.
Alright, is there room in the church for gays and lesbians?
Well, it's not my church, you know. So I can't tell every room in there because I don't go to church. Well, church as I see it is a club. Okay? And if the leaders and members of the club decide that they want these people into their club,
Yeah.
then they can go into their club. As it relates to the moral fiber of society and what the Bible, because maybe you don't believe in the Bible, but I do.
Okay, I agree.
What the Bible dictates, it's in the commandments that was given to Moses.
Right?
That the act of homosexuality
Okay.
is not in accordance with God.
Right?
Notwithstanding, it is not knowledge-based KT's position
I agree.
to dictate to someone how they should live their life. This is totally that person's decision and what their morals. I can't infringe my personal belief, whether it be positive or negative towards your sexuality and lack thereof, to decide what is good for you.
One second.
Yes.
Did God made gays and lesbians?
I believe he did, yes.
Does he want them to be a part of the church?
I can't tell you that. How do you know that God made church?
That's another question.
That's another topic for another day. These people don't think beyond these things, you know. See, I don't know if God made church. I don't even know if God is in church. What I know is that God is in within me, and I can speak for me. So I can't tell another man with respect to his belief system as to how he should live his life and who he should love.
So in your opinion, the church is a social club for like-minded members?
In my opinion, yes.
So if, according to them, they're reading from their script, which is the Bible,
Yes.
and it prohibits homosexuals and gays, it's the leadership decision of the church whether or not to include them within their social realm. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, it is totally their call. Okay? As it relates to the moralness, if you want to say that, as it relates to the Bible, And I do believe in the Bible. But I don't start a church, I don't own a church, I don't go to a church. I can't tell a man how him to live his life at a church, or if the church should accept him. But what I need to tell these people, and by these people I mean people that want to go into their club and are being rejected from these clubs. Again, you can start your own club. See, you can start your own club and make it the way how you want it to be. You have to answer to your creator. If you believe that what you're doing is actually correct, who am I to tell you you're not correct? Bob Marley has a saying. I'm sorry to bring Bob into it, but we talked about Bob last week, I believe. Only time will tell, right? Only time will tell.
Do you have a problem going to one of those churches?
If I have a problem,
yeah.
I wouldn't say I have a problem. I decide not to go because it is a club. It's just like going to a rock and roll club or a punk rock club. I'm not into punk rock music.
Right.
So why would I go there? I'm not gonna enjoy it. I could be invited and I go as a one-time thing because a friend invited me, because I have friends from the gay community. If they invite me to their club, I'll go. Right, but if they ask me to be a member, to participate in the social activities that are carrying on at these places, then maybe I will just politely say no.
I agree with you 100%. Me, on the other hand, as far as my belief, I agree with you that it's a social organization and they have the right to determine what rules they use, and if they use the Bible as a guide to justify their, what do you call it now, constitution, then it needs to be respected based upon their viewpoints. On the other hand, if you're gay and you're lesbians and you want to start an organization such as that to have social inclusion of like minds like yourself,
go ahead.
Power to you.
This is a free society. Open your club.
Alright, next question, Mr. Knowledge Space. We're going to move forward. Alright, Mr. Knowledge Space. The show is moving nicely. Would you agree?
I tend to agree with you 100%. They think them are flow nice.
Alright.
So in other words, they're flowing very
beautiful. So we're going to move to the next question. And this is our last questions for this show. Alright. Paying for prostitute. Is that frowned upon or now accepted in today's society?
It depends on what type of prostitute you're talking about. You're talking about street prostitute?
The selling of oneself to someone else for profit.
Alright. Right now, if you're a married man, you live with a prostitute. What do I mean by this?
Or a married woman, right?
You're a married woman. We're prostituting each other. No one is gonna put themselves into a relationship and give themselves to that person and not get some material gain from that relationship, or any gain, because you can have prostitutes who do not get monetary compensation.
As a matter of fact, you know, here in Toronto here, they're thinking about creating a red light district.
Red light district?
Yes, a red light district.
Oh, that road what?
I mean, you drive along and in that red light area, sex is sold.
Sex is sold?
Yes, it's sold. Like, it could be in a form of brothels, it could be in the form of strip clubs, it could be in a form of sex houses.
Well, I wouldn't want that in my society, you know. In my city, I wouldn't want that. And this is how I see it. I think everyone have a right to decide his own destiny. I believe that if a man or woman decide that they want to sell their virtues, they can do so. Okay? Either for kind or cash. People are doing it every day. People sell them soul at work. They sell them soul on the street to get on a bus. They sell their soul to get into a cab or a Uber. They sell all sorts of things. People sell even their mind.
So what you're saying, you personally, let's make it personal now. You wouldn't barter your cash knowingly for sex?
No, me personally not sell my body. My bottom?
No, what I mean is that you are paying for the service.
Oh, me paying for service.
You're giving cash for someone to give themselves.
I'm already doing that.
I mean, I don't mean your wife. I mean, like, on On the street
corner?
Yes.
No.
You're driving by and you feel like, I'm thirsty, but take a come right now.
No. There is a certain level of decorum that you need to carry yourself with. Alright. There are STIs, they call it these days.
STDs?
No, they don't name STD anymore. No? It's called STI.
Okay.
Sexually transmitted in something another.
Infections?
Infection, yeah, thank you. These things are very rampant, and every day they are increasing.
They're real.
They are real. And it's not a fake thing. And if you're gonna have someone out there moving their body like a merry-go-round or an amusement park where people come and take rides, there are things that people leave in these rides.
Use a latex condom, but
listen to me. These condoms that you might call it,
yeah,
they're a facade. They're not real. They can be penetrated by some of these. Excuse me?
Lube and condoms.
Lubes and condoms. I don't want to have to go through all that and have to. I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
So for those people out there, in the internet land and out there on TV land, if you want to go out there and get your fix on. But me personally, Delvin, I would try to stay away from these people. And let me take that back. These wonderful ladies, because I'm not into the male ones, these wonderful ladies keep selling what you need to sell. It's your wares. It's a market. Go out there. Promote it. Go ahead. Make money. You're just not going to make any from me.
This is what I believe personally. Like, if it's legal, then all power to you. Turn it into a business. Market it. Maximize on profitability if you can. If you choose that field. But if it's illegal, I don't think you should venture into it. Stay away from it. That is what I say. But in our city here where we live, it is illegal.
It is?
Correct. Yeah, it's illegal currently.
Well, if it is illegal, they're not doing the job of...
They're thinking about making it legal. That's what I mean, but they're
not enforcing the law.
I don't go around searching for it, but if you are one of those persons that's your thing, who am I to say otherwise? It's a contract between you and the individual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Privately, so,
So what if you breach that contract and you didn't have the satisfaction that you wanted from the transaction?
Well, you have to know what you're paying for. If you're paying for a cum, then you get a cum, then...
What if it wasn't that the cum what you wanted? You wanted an explosion and you got a tush.
No. Basically, if I was to buy that, I would have to basically first have to get evidence of the body of work that she has already done.
So what you're saying is that you'll deal with it like an actual market?
Of course. I'd have to touch it, feel it, see if it's basically conducive to what I like.
Well, if she's selling it, that's all you have to do.
Yeah. It's like you're going to a vagina market.
We'll leave it there.
Until next time, this is
Knowledge Base KT.
And this is Delvin Sadler. You can reach us at 5minutesuncut@gmail.com, or you can look for Mr. Kirk Thomas on Facebook or Mr. Delvin Sadler at Facebook. Take care of yourself. Peace out.